Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's episode of Intuitive Angling, and much appreciated you guys swinging by the channel to check today's video out. And guys, got some more good news for y'all. We have another major tournament circuit that has put a ban on forward-facing sonar and Livescope for the 2026 season. I want to bring this to your attention here, talk about it a little bit. And actually, I've got a clip from the tournament director that he's talking about this. I'm going to share this clip with you guys in the video today, and then after the clip runs, I want to give you guys some commentary and looking forward to get your guys' feedback on that as well. Also, guys, before we get started, just a quick reminder, just like to invite everybody, if you haven't had a chance, to please swing by and check out my Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns. You guys, you've heard me talk about this. Guys, these are maps that have taken me 5 years to create for fishthemoment.com, Johnny Schultz's website. Gives you 40 GPS waypoints on all the major lakes across the country and some smaller ones. Great resource, guys, if you want to get some new fishing spots on your favorite lake or a lake you've never been to. Tips and advice on how to fish each spot, just an overview of the lake. So I'll put my Fish the Moment lake map breakdown link in the description of this video. Appreciate that. And also, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's been taking time to subscribe here at Intuitive Angling and use all my channel links and join as a channel member. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, here I'm going to run this clip for you guys. This is about a 4 or 5 minute clip. But what this circuit is, this is the Team Trail Outdoor circuit in Texas. This is one of the largest team circuits in the state. They give $20,000 for first place in every tournament. Super popular tournament circuit. And what they've done, I'm going to sort of just briefly tell you a little bit, but I really want you to check the video out because he explains in detail why they decided to do this. They have put a ban on forward-facing sonar for the 2026 season. Well, it's a partial ban. What they're going to do is you can't use Livescope or forward-facing sonar until you put a limit of 5 fish in the boat, and then you can use it after that. So that's the premise of the ban, but there's more details to that you can see in the clip here. And then I want to give some commentary after this clip is done on it. So, guys, take a second. Here's the clip. Check it out, and I'll be right back.
Hello everyone, this is Donnie Moore, Team Trail Outdoors. I've been listening to all the debates, in regards to the forward-facing sonar, and man, there's people that's all for it, there's people that's all against it, and there's people that are just kind of in the middle of the debate and, don't really care what we do with it. I've spoken to tournament directors across the state, and we don't have the answer. We just don't have the answer for what's the best to do with this thing. All we know is that tournament participation is down across the state, and it's even though there's no factual data that says that Livescope is the reason for it, tournament participation is pretty low across the board. To me, I think it goes a little bit beyond tournament participation. I think it goes, all the way down to tackle sales and manufacturing. I think forward-facing sonar has affected that. And, for TTO, we have some of the best payouts in the state, or at least I feel we do. And we rely on our partners to be able to partner up with us to help us pay out the guaranteed monies that we're blessed to have. And if tackle sales are down, to me, it's just hard for them guys to justify, spending that additional money just to not get anything in return. And ROI is what it's all about in partnerships. And we greatly appreciate that, and we love all of our partners to death. So, I think it's unfair to keep Livescope. I think it's unfair to keep Livescope because some of the guys that are against it, or all of the guys that are against it, they may not be tech savvy enough to just fully understand and be successful with it. They may not have the time to go out and watch a screen for days in and days out to be able to try to catch a bass with it, and it might just be priced completely out of their budget, but at the same time, they've spent so many years learning bass behavior and the science of catching bass. And, you know, they feel that they're at a big disadvantage in a tournament because they can't use them skills and be able to compete with the guys that do have it. I think it would be unfair to ban it. I think it would be unfair to ban it because, you know, the guys that have had the time to go out and learn this unit and be successful with it, and I think it's taken away from them. And it's not saying that they're not good anglers and it's the only way that they can catch a fish, but it's you know, it's not. They're good fishermen, and I think taking it away from them guys is totally unfair as well. I've spent a lot of time and energy trying to figure out a solution for Team Trail Outdoors, and because I want to be fair, I don't want to be biased. I just want to be, I want anyone that pays an entry fee to my tournament to have the opportunity to take home a $20,000 check at every event. So my rule, I realize that some guys are not going to like my rule, some are not going to agree with it, but I still feel that it's unbiased, and I think it's a good solution. And so what we're going to do is in 2026, Team Trail Outdoors rules will read that you will be able to use forward-facing sonar, but you cannot turn your forward-facing sonar unit on until you have a 5-fish limit of bass in your live wells. Once you catch your 5-fish limit, then you can turn the unit on and you can keep it on for the remaining hours of that tournament. You're allowed to use the forward-facing sonar during practice, and you just cannot turn it on until you have 5 fish in the boat. The way that I will police this is I will give 3 polygraphs at every award, at every tournament. I will always polygraph the winner like we've always done, and I will do 2 random polygraphs throughout the field. And it'll probably be the guys that are in the money. There'll be 2 random polygraphs for that. Now, guys, I want to appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch my video, and please feel free to leave your comments below and just tell me whether you like it, whether you don't like it. I'm going to read every single one of them. But as for right now, that's going to be the stance that TTO is going to take for 2026. Thank you guys, and we'll see you at the championship.
Okay guys, there you have it. That sort of gives you a good explanation of what they're thinking there. And first of all, before I get into comment this, I want to take a second to just let the Team Trail Outdoors know how much I appreciate this effort. I mean, anytime that we can get some type of a ban on forward-facing sonar, even if it's not the full ban, it's a step in the right direction. And what I want to say about this is, one of the things the tournament director was saying in this is they seem to have really struggled to decide the decision to make on this. Guys, there's no struggle whatsoever. It's like what we're pushing for and what we need and what needs to happen is a complete 100% ban on Livescope and forward-facing sonar in the tournament. We don't need to cater to these dudes that have their umbilical cords connected to forward-facing sonar. If they don't know how to fish without forward-facing sonar, they need to learn. It's sort of like tournament directors, in my opinion, they're like parents a little bit. They have to learn you have to learn how to break your kids from bad habits, and forward-facing sonar and Livescope is a bad habit that people need to be broken from, because it takes away everything that's valuable in bass fishing. It takes away all the skill, it takes away all the primal instincts and knowledge, it takes away the mystery and magic, it creates an unlevel playing field. We've been through the whole thing. So that being said, it's like, even though this is sort of like a half measure of a ban, a little bit more than a half measure, because there's going to be a lot of dudes out there that don't know how to catch a limit of 5 fish without Livescope. So I'm sure they're going to be pissed about this ruling here, but that's not the point. It's like, tournament directors should never bow down and cater to this destructive technology, because the tournament director for the Team Trail Outdoors made some good points about how Livescope and forward-facing sonar, and I will go ahead and say it because he was sort of hesitant to say it, it has decimated tournament participation. It's not anything else. It's like we all know it's expensive to fish tournaments. We all know everything that's been going on around that. But the reason that tournament participation has tanked across the board, you look at all the BFL level tournaments, the Toyota Series, aside from an occasional venue that's real popular, tournament participation has tanked. And I can tell you from somebody that fishes these tournaments, and I talk extensively to co-anglers, they don't want it. The reason they're not participating and the reason a lot of boaters are not participating is they do not want to use that damn forward-facing sonar, Livescope, just spotlighting crap. They don't want it. Therefore, they decide not to participate. So it's an easy fix. It's like if you're a tournament director or if you're a tournament organization or whatever, if you look at the negatives behind this, you've got decreased participation. You've got the fact that Livescope and forward-facing sonar is tanking all the other lure category sales with these lure manufacturers across the country. It's making more fishing expensive. It's creating an income disparity gap in the tournaments. It's taking away the mystery and the magic of the sport. It's taking away the tradition and the heritage of the sport. It's boring to watch. Nobody wants to watch a 20-year-old flat brimmer stare down at a Livescope screen, for 8 hours. We saw that after the NPFL at Lake Eufaula, where people love seeing Tommy Biffle flip a bush with his biffle bug. People don't want to see that crap. So I just want to thank, the Team Trail Outdoors for taking this initiative. Maybe next year you can go ahead and make the full step about banning forward-facing sonar, completely in the tournaments. And I can promise you, I will do everything I can on this channel to promote that organization. I will encourage everybody that watches my channel to support the organizations that ban forward-facing sonar. And we're making a lot of progress, guys. We've made huge headways in putting bans and limits on forward-facing sonar just in the past year. So all these people that say it's here to stay, it's not going away, you guys don't know what you're talking about. It's on the way out. And you're seeing the death throes of forward-facing sonar right now about these people that are throwing a fit that, these bans are taking place. Keep putting the pressure on guys, keep shaming organizations and tournament directors that allow this technology to continue to devastate our sport. Get on the right side of the fight, get on the right side of the fence, and join us here at Intuitive Angling for the fight to save the sustainability of our fisheries. So thanks a lot, guys. See you.